Miguel Arroyo's body was found on an island located 1.5 miles north of San Pedro in the lagoon area on Saturday afternoon. The missing man had been murdered. 23-year-old Arroyo was a San Pedro fisherman who was last seen alive on Monday, September 10th. A relative who wished to appear off camera says that Arroyo left home to go to the corner store, but he never returned that day.
We saw him Monday. He came and he took a shower and everything, and that was it. From Monday we didn't see him. And then till Wednesday, his brother called and he said if we've seen his brother, and then we told him no. I told him if he wasn't with them, and then he said no, his mom and his dad have been trying to call him, but his phone goes straight to voicemail. So I waited till Thursday, and then I noticed that all of his fishing gear and everything was outside. And then I found that a little bit weird because he never does that. He never goes out without his taking care of his stuff, and he always puts his stuff away.
When the family realized something wasn't right, on Friday, September 14th, they reported Arroyo missing. And after searching for over a week, family members discovered his body. They say that they were able to locate the body after he appeared in a dream to his brothers.
I just know that they found him on an island here in the lagoon side. And how they found him, I don't know. It's just his brother, because his brother was the one who found him. So
you mentioned that he appeared in a dream to some of the family members.
Yeah, he did, and he just showed them the way where to go, and that. We don't really know what happened, but at least we have closure, because all what we wanted was to find the body, and they did find it. So we know where he is now, and we can go to the grave and, just go visit Care Flowers or anything that we want to know.
His decomposing body was discovered with injuries to the head, which the postmortem certified was the cause of death. Police say they have information that Arroyo was involved in an altercation days before he disappeared.
San Pedro police visited an area about 1.5 miles, the lagoon behind San Pedro, and about 75 feet inside of the bushes. They observed the decomposed body of a male person. The body was identified as of Miguel Arroyo Hernandez, who had been missing since the 10th of September 2018. He was identified by a family member because of the tattoos that he had on his chest. An on-site postmortem was conducted on the body, and at the conclusion, the doctor certified the cause of death to be blunt force trauma to the head. The police had a suspect, and that person was detained, but as I mentioned in the previous interview, that there was nothing that we can link him to it, but we know that he had some sort of problem with some individuals before his disappearance.
The family says, though, that they have no idea why he was killed. They claim that they don't know about any problems he may have had, and so they don't know who would have had a motive to kill him. According to the family, the fisherman had hopes of enlisting with the Coast Guard, but in the meantime, he invested his time and passion in the fishing business. They described him as an easygoing person who avoided conflict.
Who did it and why they didn't, we don't know, because he was a loving person. He got along with everyone. He had like this nice energy. He had a beautiful soul. He was friendly to everyone, polite, and he never messed around with no one. He did his fishing, he sold his fish, and he always came home. And then just recently he came to rent over here from my mom, and and he was always in his room, didn't cause any trouble or nothing.
He was a fisherman. You told me that he had other ambitions. He wanted to join the Coast Guard as well.
Yeah, he had a lot of dreams. He wanted to join the Coast Guard because that was one of his biggest dreams that he had. And he was working on that, and unfortunately he couldn't.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.